This is educational, not trading or investment advice, okay? This is entertainment, mainly educational. Future stocks, bond trading of any kind involves substantial risk. You may lose everything you have. Before trading or investments, do your own due diligence. This is not a recommendation to go out and trade with your money, okay? If you do so, you're on your own. If you're watching or listening to this video, you are agreeing to these terms. Okay, let's get to it. Welcome and thanks for stopping by. I'm Digital Micro. You're on the Digital Micro Trading Journal channel, day trading for an ROI payout. It's just my trade journal, market analysis, Wednesday, January 31. And it's FOMC day, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. Remember, it's a two-stage delivery. First part one is the actual announcement, and part two, that's when they have the news announcement, and that's at 2:30 p.m. So what I've got here is a 4-hour chart, but before that, let's go to the daily affirmation. I see it and understand. Rigid discipline and rules, flexible in outcome expectations, independent thinker, impeccable risk manager, precision-based trader, responsible business manager. So 4-hour chart, S&P futures, and you can see I've stayed with the higher time frame. I'm looking at one chart, what I'm trading. And what have we done? What we've got here is these candles, consolidation, and then recently we broke out of the relative equal highs on these candle premium wicks. So candle wick premiums right up here. And then we broke upside this week earlier and hung up here at all-time highs. So now we are the day after Google and Microsoft earnings reported, down. And notice this big gap here. So I'm going to cover this on the levels and go through everything, but I just wanted to let you know we had this big gap. We repriced it. We're at the bottom of this big candle right here. So again, I'm just going to stay patient. It's like a holiday. You don't want to get stuck in a position prior to the big announcement, because a lot of times what will happen, FOMC is not just at the announcement, but it can be a lot of times the day after. So we could have a big range expansion. So let's go to the next chart with the annotation and look at levels. Okay, 4-hour chart, and it's naked with no annotations, and here we are with the annotation. Number one, this is that big candle we talked about, big 4-hour fair value gap, and you can see here we're below it. New York midnight open level 49.3205, and London open 49.32.25. So very narrow range here of how the new day is starting prior to FOMC. So below here, one thing I'm looking at is, will price be attracted to the new week open gap? How we started the new week is with this open gap here, and that was 49.12.75, 49.08.75. Below that, what do we have? We have another 4-hour fair value gap that we never repriced, okay? This goes back to prior week, January 23rd, this candle right here. Below it, another new week open gap, and then what we've got is this weekly fair value gap. So this is the magic place right here. If we were going to do anything this week, and we may not hit it this week, it's reprice at least a consequent encroachment to the weekly fair value gap, and that's 48.55. This new week open gap high low, what we've got here is a weekly volume imbalance, so 48.7250. So that's a level right here that I'm looking at. I'm sorry, 48.6950 by 48.7225. So these are levels that I'm looking at below. Levels above, we have the high that was hit prior day, all-time high in the red line, and that comes in at 4957.25 all-time high. And you can see that was hit yesterday, tagged, and then we sharply went below it. So this is the key candle on the 4-hour here. This premium wick failed to displace above. So that's a key failure point, but it left two relative equal highs. But this failure and then going back to the fair value gap, that's significant. So again, do we go and create a new high, or are we destined to go back to the new week open gap? Now, the only other thing I would say on the calendar is we've got non-farm payroll on Friday, and the beginning of the month for February is Thursday, which again, big earnings for some more equities. So we're not over with the volatility, but today is going to be a big day with the FOMC. So that kind of wraps this video. I'm sticking with a higher time frame, and I'm going to just sit on hands and sit out the AM session, because look at, for the last 4 hours on these candles, we've been in a zone. So that's 16 hours of price action, and we're really below with the candle bodies, New York Midnight and London Open. That's it. Thanks so much. Shout out to the OG subscribers, and welcome all 2024 new subscribers. Aloha and take care. Bye.